Hello there. Welcome, YouTube. Welcome, Facebook. So, welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. This is balance day 2. And so, what does balance feel like? Wow, it's raining really hard here. It's kind of like these monsoon rain showers that happen. So, what is balance like? What does it feel like? And I think, like, since yesterday, I've been thinking about how, yeah, what does it feel like? What does it feel like when you're balancing in yoga? What does it feel like when you're balanced in your life? What does it feel like when the give and take of all of it has a sense of harmony? Um, yeah, and each of us have to notice that in ourselves. What is your balance like? So come rest into your child's pose. Come. So I've lit my candle. I still don't have my oils. I'm going to go buy them today. And yeah, just that sense of lighting my candle, setting an intention. I really like it. So reaching your arms long and rest your head down. If for any reason your shoulders don't like that, then rest your arms back. And just feel the squish of you, that thing again as you're in your child's pose, just very symmetrical. So are both of your feet resting evenly? And it's not about changing how you are, it's about noticing how you are. So one of my feet turns in slightly, it always does. And I can feel that in the pressure of the floor. Do both of my shins feel even, the same size? Is the weight traveling down through me evenly? On both sides of my chest, my belly resting on my thighs, does that feel even, or am I different one side to the other? Does one side feel bigger than the other? Both shoulders, both arms, both sides of my face. How is the balance between my left and my right? For me, I'm always bigger on the right. I inhabit the right side of my body much, much more than the left. I'm just noticing that, being with that right now. Just feel that in you. Nice. Bring your hands forward, coming into a cat pose. And we're going to travel in our cat pose. So knees are underneath your hips, toes are flat, hands are strong, and you're gripping the floor with your fingers. I just start with your shoulder shrug. Shoulders move back, shoulders move forward. Just feel that in the deep of your shoulders. And as you travel, like we did yesterday, can you stay present to the full range of the movement? Traveling through the middle and being at the end. Just really feel that in your shoulders. Draw a big circle with your shoulders. Do both shoulders feel similar or different? And then roll your shoulders in the other direction. Nice. Now we're going to travel. So round your back, sit your bum back towards your heels. And then look forward, and you can either bend your elbows or keep your arms straight. Travel forward, arching. Round your back. Travel back. Arching, traveling forward. So find I love kind of feeling like a tiger as I do this. I'm trying to move the whole of my body in this sinuous, powerful, flowing connection. How do you find that in your body? Rounding, sit your bum back, arching, traveling forward. So we're going to change direction. Arching, traveling back, rounding, traveling forward, arching, traveling back, rounding, traveling forward. Last time, arching, traveling back, rounding, traveling forward. Push back into your downward dog. Just have a sense of lengthening through your legs. Pull back into your heels. Always when I begin to stretch into my legs, I just always find movement or a sense of a bit of a wiggle in my body that settles me into the backs of my calves and the backs of my thighs. I just feel that. How do you wiggle? How do you connect? Nice. Bending your knees, let your knees tap the floor. Notice what happens to your toes when you do that. Stretch back. And drop your knees down, feeling your toes as you tap the floor. Stretch back. Nice. One more time. Drop your knees down, really opening through the fronts of your toes. Stretch back. Nice, settle in, find stillness. Just deepening your breath, settling in, coordinating all the sensations and finding a steadiness within yourself. Sometimes gazing at a point on your mat, sometimes gazing within, deepening the breath, anchoring into the contact with the floor. Nice. Walk your feet forward and walk your hands back. So my hands are resting on the floor around a foot in front of my feet, 12 inches rather than a foot in front of your feet. And then we're going to just lift. So your hands have to be active as you do this. So don't move anything, but just bend your right knee. So nothing else but your knee has bent. And then bring your foot to the floor. And just feel how you center your gravity as you just bend your knee. So nothing's moving, just your knees bending. And then try the other side. Left knee bends. Nice. Cool. And then lift your foot off the floor by keeping your legs straight. So before we just bent our knee, now you're going to tilt everything and lift your leg. And just bring it out to the side. And as you do that, your weight travels into one foot and then into the other. Nice. Bring both elbows to your knees. Pause. Bring both hands to your knees. And then come all the way up. Roll your shoulders, big circles. And come stand to the front of your mat. Really draw your shoulders back, rolling them deeply. Nice. Just make fists out of your hands, roll into your wrists. We were resting on our hands there for a while. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. So front of your mat, feet are steady on the floor. Feet are a few inches apart. Lean forward so that you're more into your toes. And then lean back so you're a little bit more into your heels. And just feel how it's it's really different leaning back than leaning forward. Leaning forward, your toes will grab you. It's quite amazing. Look at that. Toes are grabbing, stopping us falling forward. And as we lean back, it's much more, there's less grab in us. One more time. Leaning forward, grab at your toes. Leaning back. So often in poses when we're balancing, we'll tend to lean forward because we're using our toes to balance us. We rarely lean back because we've less stability back there. So we're just going to be playing with that a little bit today. So reach your arms wide, bring your palms together, reaching up, looking up. Bending your elbows, bending your knees, come down, hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, and actually rise up so that you're looking straight forward and you've lifted quite high and your back is arching. You pull your shoulders back. So there's a sense of really strong into the back of your body. And drop your hands down and step back with the right foot. Lengthen into the right leg, really stretching out through the heel. Nice. Drop your right knee to the floor. And then rising up, reach both hands up and lean a little bit back, opening through your belly. Nice. Both hands down to the floor. Stretch your back leg. And drop your knee to the floor. And as you move, notice how your leg has to work at the front to continue to balance you. Reach back, looking up. Bring your hands down. Stretch your back leg. So how are you maintaining a steadiness as you do this? One more time. Reaching up, rising up, feeling the movement of you. Balance is really dynamic. Nice. Bring both hands down. Keep your right hand where it is. Bring your left hand to your knee. Turn your chest towards the left. And then reach your left elbow up and reach your hand up towards the ceiling. And again, feel how there's a wobble in you. There's a balancing. Your weight is down into that right arm. Your front leg is working to balance you. Reach up and lengthen up. So really fill into the upper body and the left arm. Nice. Bring your left hand to your knee. Rise up and reach your right hand up. Turn, whoop. Turn your chest towards the right. And then bring your right hand down till you hold on to your right thigh. So have a good firm grip of your right thigh. And then look forward and look up. So I'm holding on to my right thigh and my left knee. Just feel the deep of you as you balance. Nice. Bring both hands to the floor. Stretch your back leg. Step back into your plank. Steady. Feeling that sense of stillness in the deep of you. Stillness and movement. Drop your knees down, lower your belly down. Bring your elbows to the floor. Lengthen through your toes. Lift and lift. Squeeze through your bum. Push your elbows down. You can push so that your forearms lift a little bit off the floor, so it's only your hands that are pushing. Or you can just stay with your shoulders pushing, your elbows pushing. Look way down the beach. Breathing. Nice. Drop your head down. Push back into your cat pose. Push back into your downward dog. Have a bit of a wiggle. And then bend your left knee. Let your bum travel a little bit towards the left. So you feel that the center of your gravity is falling towards the left. And then bend your right knee. Let your bum travel a bit towards the right. So play with your weight of your pelvis. Let it travel from center, off center. And as our weight changes, we have to work in different ways. So it pulls through the body. We stabilize. We balance. And just feel that bending one knee, bending the other. Nice. Walk forward to the front of your mat. Bending your knees, rolling up. Reach your arms wide. Palms come together. Flowing all the way down. Hands to the floor. Forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins. Lift. And really lift high and look forward. Breathing into your belly. Draw your shoulders back. Lowering down. Hands to the floor. Step the left foot back. Deepen into that left hip. Drop your left knee to the floor. Reaching up, rising up, looking up. Bring your hands down. Lengthen your back leg. So find your steadiness in the midst of the movement. Drop your back knee, rising up, reaching up, looking up. How do you balance all of this inside you? Lengthen your back leg. One more time. Drop your knee, rising up. Nice. Both hands down. Keep your left hand on the floor. Bring your right hand to your knee. Turn your chest towards the right. Lift your elbow. Reach your hand. Open through your chest. Nice. Bring your right hand to your knee. Hold on firmly. Rise up. Reach your left hand up. Turn your chest and then hold on to your left thigh firmly. And then look forward and then look up. Nice. Both hands down. Stretch your back leg. Step back. And just have a bit of a wiggle. Bending one knee, bending the other. Nice. Walk all the way forward to the front of your mat. Slowly rolling up. And reach your arms wide, bring your palms together. Hands come to rest in front of your chest. So stepping back with your right leg. So we're going to step way back. So to do that, we might do it from a sun salutation place. So reaching up. Coming all the way down. Lengthen up. And then step your right foot back. Turn your back foot at a 45-degree angle. Left hand, left knee. And then windmill your right hand all the way back until your both arms are straight out from your shoulders. Bend your left knee a little bit more. And then bring your left forearm to your left thigh and your right hand to your hip, or rest your right hand around your lower back. And so this is the thing about, do we move into the front of us to stabilize and to kind of hang out in a safer place? Or do we open and lengthen so that we're really balancing with the back of our bodies more? So bend your front knee, push into the baby toe side of the right leg, fill into that right leg, the outside of your hip, and begin to open your belly and draw your right shoulder back so that you feel much more leaning forward into the space. You're really opening and leaning back. Bend your front knee more. For me now, there's much more length through the front of my belly. I feel much more action through the whole of my torso. I feel much more in the back of my body in a strong and powerful way. Bend your front knee more. Really fill into the baby toe side of that right leg. Even in the left leg as well. Nice. Turn towards the floor. Bring your hands down. Step back into your downward dog. And then step your right foot forward to the front of your mat, or hop, skip, jump. Help your right foot forward. Turn your back foot at a 45-degree angle. Bring your right hand to your right knee. Windmill your left hand up and over, and come into wide arm, looking forward towards the right. Sweep your left hand behind you or onto your hip, and then bring your right elbow down. Turn your chest towards the left. And again, rather than leaning forward into the space in front of you, open back towards the back of you. So pull the left hip. I'm like rolling this left hip outwards. I'm opening through the belly. I'm leaning backwards into my shoulders, bending my front knee more. Push down into the baby toe side of the left foot. Really feel strong and long and balancing. Nice. Turn towards the floor. Both hands down. Step back. Downward dog. Just have a bit of a play, a weight, bending one knee, bending the other. One knee, the other. Come sit on the floor. Sit on your bum and lift your feet off the floor. So lean back so your feet can lift. And then I'm going to throw my feet over towards the right and then drop my knees down. So I'm in zigzag towards the right. Lean back, lift my feet up, balancing, and then fling my feet over towards the left. And bring my knees down. Lean back, fling to the right. Lean back, fling to the left. If you need to use your hands, do. You can get support for your balancing. Or if you want to just really play with the how do I balance and suspend me in space. Nice. One more time each side, wherever you are. Lean back, fling. Lean back and fling. So for me, my feet are over towards the right. So I'm going to travel towards the left. So travel towards the knee direction, not the foot direction. And then look over your shoulder. And deepen your breath into your belly. Find a sense of stillness. Notice the dynamics you're balancing within yourself. The complexity of you. Nice. Come back to center. Lift your feet, fling to the other side, and then follow your knees and twist around the corner. Come back to center. Nice. Come into a cross-legged position. Bring your hands to your heart. What are you grateful for? Just naming that to yourself and Notice what arises in your body as you feel gratitude, as you note and really acknowledge that which cultivates resource or keeps you well or supports your wellness in this moment. So lovely. So stay there holding your heart or come to lie down or sit for another few moments. Take your time. Be in the gratitude of this moment. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the Sunday Yum. We're going to be on the floor, rolling around. Yum. So be well, be awesome, be epic, and be you. Great. Ciao, ciao. So lovely. I'm really liking where this thing is going. It feels like a really interesting adventure into the dynamics of load and strength and gravity, and yeah, it's really nice using fulcrums and dynamic balancing points. I just love it, love it, love it. So yes, if you're enjoying this, as always, €10 per month for the 28 days or any part of. Always truly and deeply so grateful for that. Makes it a sustainable project for me and my awesome sister Sinead. So I'll see you all tomorrow on your mat for Sunday Yum. Yum. So be well, be awesome. Fech me sib go léir amórach agus, yeah, biggie intach. Slán slán.